Stephen A. Smith reacts to Lakers versus Rockets, Game 3 tonight.
Welcome back to First Take. The Lakers take on the Rockets in Houston tonight as Los Angeles looks to go up 3-0 in the series. Good news for LA, too. Austin Reeves is listed as questionable for this game. Chene, will this series be over come Monday? We got Game 4 on Sunday night as well. What do you think?
It better not be. Y'all know I'm from Houston, Texas, and it better not be. This is what the Rockets, they need to do. They need to get Kevin Durant off of the ball because there he won't have 9 turnovers. Also, Alperen Şengün has to win his matchup. He's the all-star versus DeAndre Ayton. And lastly, they cannot get the level of Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic production from Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard. That's how good that supporting cast has been for the Los Angeles Lakers. So if they slow down those things and correct them, they will still be playing next week. Fingers crossed.
You're absolutely right, but I'm not going to make it that complicated. It's this simple. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players to have ever played the game of basketball. I refuse to believe that this brother, this magnificent, marvelous basketball player, is going to go out like that. Because without Luka Doncic, if I'm JJ Redick, I don't even play Austin Reeves. The Lakers are flowing without him and Luka Doncic right now. Let them continue to rest and let Houston show us they can handle it. And if they can't handle the Lakers without Luka and Austin Reeves on the basketball court and they sweep Kevin Durant, this will be an incredible stain on his legacy. I refuse to believe he's going out like that. No, I don't believe this series will end by Monday.
Okay, well, the good news is, I guess, for the Lakers is that Austin Rivers is getting better as the days progress. Stephen A., maybe we found a solution to your Knicks.
Reeves, yes.
Austin Reeves, yes, to your Knicks woes here. But let's flash back to what happened last Friday on this show. Watch this.
I heard that you're a big New York Knicks fan.
Yes, yeah.
And, you know, I could curse their enemies. However, you've been very, very, very rude to Danhausen. So, unfortunately, you are cursed. Stephen A. Smith.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What you try? If you don't get the hell out of here.
Where did he go? So Danhausen posted earlier, Stephen A. apologized, and he will think about maybe possibly pondering lifting your curse. Also, he added, spend human money.
I ain't apologizing for a damn thing. I don't get caught up in that superstitious nonsense. The New York Knicks need to handle their business. I don't give a damn about Danhausen. I don't give a damn about his cuss. I don't care, whatever. If you the New York Knicks, handle your damn business. You understand what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a hell of a lot more cussing than Danhausen was. Trust me. Give a damn about that.
That's the
hell I look like.
You need all the help you can get.
No.
See you on Sunday, everyone. Goodbye.
Damn.
The night, oh no, New York. What is going on? Already tied up at 1 apiece against the Hawks. The Knicks in some trouble. Hawks already up by 12 because of that guy, CJ McCollum. But other guys can shoot and they can score, and that is Okongwu with the putback jam. The Hawks up by 14 here late in the second quarter. It's CJ McCollum, Alan Hahn.
He has been killing the Knicks this whole series. He's having a renaissance, C.J. McCollum. You forgot about him. Don't forget about him now.
That's because he played in Washington. Hawks up by 17. Let's jump to the fourth now. Knicks within 7. It's Jalen Brunson to Miles McBride, the triple. It's a 4-point game. Then it's 4 minutes to go. Knicks down by 5. Oh, the block there by Jalen Johnson. Anunoby has a chance. And he beats the shot clock.
OG, triple OG. Those were 2 of the hero threes he made at the shot clock buzzer. More deuce.
This is where you think the Knicks are going to pull away, right? The
Patrick
momentum's
Ewing,
there.
John Starks, Allen
hit
Houston.
the 3, and then Brunson right here, the drive spin.
Poetic.
The whistle and 1.
Yeah, this puts them up 3, and you thought they're going to complete the comeback and steal one like the Hawks did, but.
And then here comes Johnson. Oh, Towns of the defense.
Get the ball.
Gets the layup there with the putback. They're down 1 now, 24 seconds left.
All right.
Knicks looking to extend the lead. Brunson tries to create separation.
Yeah, clutch player of the year here, getting on an island one-on-one, trying to create Okongwu with great defense on him on the perimeter. That's not easy. That's one of 2 stops they got late in this game.
Off the air ball, they call the timeout, and guess who's going to get it? We all know, and that is CJ.
I mean, you can't let him go right. You can't let him get the step back. You can't have a smaller player on him. All things that the Knicks did poorly defensively. A great out of timeout for the Hawks.
CJ Shannon for clutch jumper. And then we all knew that Jalen Brunson was getting the ball, but he doesn't get the shot off.
Everybody knew. They put 3 defenders around him. Watch Kuminga come in there and take away space. Daniels was there. More Okongwu. And the Hawks survive, and now they are up 2-1 in this series.
At this point, the main issue is not a lack of talent, but a failure to execute under pressure, particularly on the defensive end. The inability to contain a key player in decisive moments reflects poor adjustments and questionable matchup decisions. Even with experience on their side, the team appears disorganized late in games, which allows opponents to capitalize on simple but effective actions. This raises concerns about both discipline and in games leadership when it matters most.
A stunning development, especially how the Knicks looked in game 1 and how the Hawks have handled their business, especially late in these games with CJ McCollum in games 2 and 3. We got Monica McNutt as well weighing in here. What's your biggest takeaway from how the Knicks played and how they lost that game last night on the road?
Man, Kevin, for me, I thought that this team's core veteran experience would be the differentiating factor versus a young and inexperienced Hawks team. And CJ McCollum, who has had big moments in the postseason prior to becoming an Atlanta Hawk, has just shown up twice now and taken over late in the ballgame. I mean, he had 2 shots in the fourth quarter. Of course, one being ultimately the go-ahead basket, but it's 6 points in the fourth quarter of the game 2 as well. So it's not that he's going off, it's just he's hitting big shots and big moments, and the Knicks have not been able to contain him.
Alan, you brought it up on the highlight last hour defensively. We could talk about the Knicks offense, but defensively, there's some disappointment here. What are you seeing from the Knicks specifically here, defending the Hawks late?
It's the matchups, right, that you're looking at. And number one, what the Hawks are doing is they are hunting Jalen Brunson a lot of times when he's on the floor, and whoever he is guarding has a green light. But late in games, you're also seeing situations with Mike Brown. He's trying to find a defensive lineup, and he's struggling to do that. Mikal Bridges is supposed to be one of their top defenders, and he's a guy that barely played in the second half because he really wasn't getting anything done offensively. But on that McCollum, the go-ahead game-winning basket, you had Deuce McBride on him, and you let him go right. This is out of it. This is an inbounds play. It was a perfectly run inbounds play, but you're seeing it all spread out. No Mitchell Robinson on the floor, who's their best big man defender, who could be able to come over and make him adjust that shot. It is a great shot and a great play call. But for the Knicks defensively, you feel like you've got to do better. You've got to do more, because who else was going to take this shot?
You know, Han, I think there's been a little bit of chess match involving in this one. Like, Dyson Daniels has kind of been off the floor, and Jonathan Kuminga was on the floor, to your point, in terms of going after Jalen Brunson. And I hear you on the Mitchell Robinson thing as of late, because the Knicks did end up calling a timeout to set up their final play. But I think there's so much mindfulness in terms of the free throw issue when it comes to Robinson. But defensively there's just been these moments where you expect this team to sort of close ranks and make the play. That's what we had seen in terms of them being one of the better fourth quarter performers during the course of the regular season, and they've struggled to do that here in the postseason.
I think you got to give credit to Quinn Snyder.
Yes.
He is dominating this series right now against Mike Brown. It's fair to say that. You call out players all the time for their matchups. In some cases, you also got to look at coaching, and Quinn Snyder, the last 2 games, has been really good.
It's been a clinic from Quinn and CJ together. You know, you got a coach on the floor as well. Keep in mind here, DraftKings Sportsbook now has the Hawks as the favorites to win the series. They got game 4 in Atlanta.
Tone down the enthusiasm on that one, all right, please?
Yeah, come on.
All right? Come on. You're in New York. Be careful.
Hey, the Sixers win one game, I feel all of a sudden like good.
I see it. Yeah,
it's out the door.
It's out a little bit.
There
all right.
All right, Nuggets, Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, they took one in Denver, now trying to take the first one at home against the Nuggets, and Edwards dropping the 3. They're fired up. They're up by 19 here. Later in the second now. Jayden McDaniels, all that talk after game 2, he backed it up. The defense
son.
there.
You go.
Woo, and then going the other way.
Well, who's not a defender? This guy, that guy, this guy. He's naming them all by name, first and last, and he's He's backing it up.
And the crowd was carrying them. They are up by 22 again. The spiciest series in the first round. These two teams do not like each other. Rudy Gobert, the matchup against Nikola Jokic, that's the difference in years past.
No question. Stifle Tower making defensive plays against the three-time MVP. This, to me, is the story so far of the series, is this matchup and how Rudy Gobert the last couple of games has dominated it. Oh, my goodness.
McDaniels, talk your talk and back it up with
you
the
can't
flush.
defend. You can't guard either.
Dwayne Wade and Candace Parker loving it. The double-double for McDaniels. Minnesota goes on to win this one, 113-96 to take a 2-1 series lead here. Alan, what's your biggest takeaway? Because for me, what stands out is it's McDaniels. It's Gobert on the highlight. It's not just Ant-Man.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's also, to me, the attitude that Minnesota has, and that's what McDaniel said after Game 2. He's not hiding from it. It's the fact that they can win this series with their defense, and it starts with the big fella, Rudy Gobert, a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, who has been maligned in the past about these types of matchups and not really showing up in big moments. But he's showing up big time in this series against the 3-time MVP. This is a hell of a matchup between the Goliaths, and look at the numbers right now.
Wow.
What is Rudy Gobert doing to him? 38% to 4 of 14. He only had 3 assists, 7 turnovers, by the way, in this matchup as well. When Gobert is guarding Jokic, he is winning this matchup right now.
Jokic last night, 7 of 26, 27%, the worst shooting percentage in a postseason game in his career. With all of that, Monica, are the Nuggets in trouble?
You know, as I look at who has been champions as of late, they are teams that can defend at the highest level and really turn your water off. And when I look at what the Minnesota Timberwolves are poised to do, how they were built, Tim Connelly was in Denver, then he was in Minnesota. They were built to defend, and they take a ton of pride in that, Nagandi. I think that's the thing. McDaniels backed it up, and Edwards can defend when he's locked in. Dante DiVincenzo's out there with plenty of swag. You got Rudy Gobert. And so you look at last night's performance. Defensively, they're connected, but they've got all 5 starters in double figures, and you get 25 points off off your bench. Like, it does to me feel as if Minnesota is finding their rhythm, just like we've seen them do in the past this time of year.
And you know, Denver has missed Aaron Gordon last night. They miss him dearly. He's a very important linchpin kind of player, both ends of the floor. And Peyton Watson, who they haven't had, talk about defense. He can defend, and he has not been available yet as well. Yeah. Keep an eye on both those guys' availability going into games.
Minnesota's got juice right now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that plays a huge role. We'll see how this plays out on ABC tomorrow night with Game 4. Monica Allen, thank you so much.
The bigger picture shows how crucial late-game execution is in the playoffs. Close games are often decided by a few possessions, and teams that fail to defend or make smart decisions in those moments usually pay the price. Small mistakes become magnified at this stage. Another important element is coaching and tactical awareness. Adjustments, especially in defensive schemes and player matchups, can define a series. When one side consistently exploits the same weaknesses, it becomes clear that the response has not been effective. Confidence and momentum are also playing a significant role. Teams that believe in their system and trust their go-to players tend to perform better in clutch situations. That composure often translates into smarter plays and better shots. Selection. Ultimately, success in a playoff series comes down to discipline, adaptability, and collective focus. Teams that stay organized and execute consistently on both ends of the floor are far more likely to control the outcome, regardless of individual